Alright, welcome back to another league race. This time we're in DNS, this time we're in Spa. A very late edition of Spa, so my apologies. Anyways, dry race, dry qualifying, and I wanted to do heading into this one was just go on I first set a banker on supers with a lot of fuel, and this is my soft one. I want to start on the softs. Come across the line, I'm going to finish, I'll get P5 on track. I think I'm going to start P6. So, it was an okay lap on softs. There's a couple of mistakes I made here and there, but generally speaking, I wasn't too upset. I started 7th, excuse me. So, yeah, I thought I'd do something a bit different because I knew on pace I probably wasn't going to win this one. So I wanted to do something a little bit different and maybe spice things up that way. But to do that, I probably needed to be a little bit further up the grid. You can see, if you go back and see, like there's like a 10th separate, like 3rd from 7th. Like it was quite tight. So anyways, the race, it's softs to mediums, and that's about it. So, oh no, the setup! Oh yes, I revealed the setup. That's okay. This race is done anyway. So, right, here we go then. 5 red lights, and my afternoon is helped dramatically by 3 people jump starting in front of me. So, anyways, we're going to go down the inside of Joe into turn 1, get that moved on. Trench has had an almighty start again. Keep him behind. And so Dan, Steve, and Adam all jumped to the start. So this is brilliant for me because they're all in front of me, and I'm in 5th place with traffic to negotiate. And now that pretty much all of that traffic is going to be into the pits within 3 laps to serve the drive-through penalty. So that's going to be fun. But that really was it in terms of going up the start at turn 1. Just to make sure I stayed in 5th. I was in standard and medium through this section here through Lecom, and now we're going to go to some live, interesting chat.
Oh shit.
What the hell's happened here?
Sorry. That's my fault. Sorry. No one broke the wing? Hopefully no one broke the wing there. Steve hit me. Man, I had an itchy ear and kind of swerved into the grass. I think everyone's wing's okay, that's the main thing.
It wasn't because Adam's wing got damaged in that, but it was such a weird incident. I thought that was too funny not to include the audio from that. So, anyways, itchy ears aside, Trench is right behind me. I'm right there with Steve. I actually didn't anticipate to go for a move here, but I was just so much later on the brakes. I almost ran into him. I was not expecting. It was not on my plans to go for a move there, but it ended up kind of half happening, because I just was so much later on the brakes. I was definitely surprised, but nothing was done in the end. I kept the position from Trench as well. Lap 2, Steve is into the pits, onto the supers, or onto the mediums rather. And that releases me into 3rd, and then 2nd because Dan Morris is serving his drive-through penalty. So that usually left me and Scuba's 2 seconds up the road here, and not a lot happened really. I caught up a little bit obviously with the soft tyres near the end there. Lap 5 he pits, so we're into the lead. And I'm going a few laps further from lap 8. I think I probably could have and should have come in lap 7, but that's, I don't know, that's a little minor thing here and there. It is lap 8 though. We are coming in. Again, nothing really happened at the front here. Tricky to navigate that pit lane entry. I've seen Joe, I've seen Scuba lose wheels entering that pit lane, not in league races obviously, but in 5 lappers, and it's very funny. And very silly feeling when you do it. Anyways, mediums are going on, and we'll run to the end. It's a long stint, to be fair, on these mediums, especially if you're starting on the supers, yeah, and pitting to medium. Try not to hit the wall on the way out, and we're going to pop into 3rd with Swanee yet to make a stop, and you can see Scuba just a few seconds up the road in front of him. So that's where we are. I think it was at this lap or was it lap 10? No, it's the end of this lap 9, where Swanee pits, and that releases us into P2, and Scuba, you can see, is 5 seconds up the road. And that kind of, it did flip-flop a bit between 5 and kind of high 5, 6 seconds at times, but pace was very consistent between myself, Scuba, and Dan. Of course, Dan was behind on track because he had the penalty. Dan actually caught me a little bit. I will go for some live chat.
So I can catch up there, please.
Realistically, it should be Steven slowing down for all 4 of us to battle, but he'll not do that.
Nah, he can't afford to. He's got a time penalty.
Very true. Very true.
Graham's been talking to Jeffy Weffy.
I was surprised when I learned that information.
Yeah, it was because of when I scratched my ear, man, I cut bus stop.
Yeah, Matt.
Got penalty from
So that was interesting information or just just to share all that. So, anyways, you can see the gap was kind of consistent, 5.1. Dan's catching a little bit now, but again, the pace was quite consistent for the three of us. We were quite close, I think, in terms of pace. Although I think Scuba did get away near the end, where he kind of pushed and I let off the gas. We'll get there in a bit. So, lap 16 again. This second stint was quite boring, to be honest. Lap 17, like the gap is 5.6. Dan is what's he? He is 4.9. So he actually did bring it in under 5, but like it was a boring race. Like lap 20, you know, Scuba, I had not started saving a bit, but Scuba did kind of turn up the gas a bit, and he kind of pulled away. Dan's going to come into the pits to put on some supers to do the fastest lap, and I kind of let off the gas at this stage as well, because like I have no point pushing up Eau Rouge much. And lap 22, this is going to be the end of the race. That was basically it. Like that was basically it, because second stint was quite lonely. Like I said, it was just pushing on the mediums. Pace was very, very similar to Scuba and Dan, but just took it off near the end, and Dan obviously pitted, and we just kind of settled into P2, and that's just how it's going to finish. So I have quite a quiet edition of DNS in terms of my own race, but definitely enjoyed it. It's good to have people there to push it, and gotta embrace the challenge, man. This is good. So anyways, Stephen's going to win. Scuba Stephen is going to win. Dan's going to finish third. I'm going to finish second. So look, not too bad. Eau Rouge was my big fear heading into this one. I thought that if there was one corner I could DNF on all year, it would be this one, but anyways, across the line, you can see I'm happy enough with that. P2 is about the best I could have hoped for today, especially starting from P7. Definitely helped by the jump start. I think Dan would have finished ahead of me if he hadn't jump started, but he did. And unfortunately for him, he lost himself P2 because of it. So yeah, don't jump the start, man. That's all I can say about it. Look at that Irish podium. Look at that three. Look at that 3 Irish flags. Gotta love it, man. Got to love it. So, oh, beautiful. I should stand up, put my hand over my heart. So, anyways, that's the race. Again, not the most interesting race in the world, but hey, it had its little moments, and that's all that matters, really. Good result. There's the finishing order. You can see one of a few people not to have penalties. Not too bad for penalties this track. You need to be careful of Eau Rouge, and just checking the lap times here between all three of us. And it was consistent enough, I thought, in many ways, but they were quicker than me. So, anyways, that's going to do it for Spa. Next up is going to be Monza, so that should be fun. Fun. So until next time.